Ayo, welcome into CHGO Bets Daily, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook. Download the app today and use promo code CHGO when you sign up. Welcome into a remote version of CHGO Bets Daily here on the CHGO Sports YouTube channel with over 30,000 subscribers. It's no big deal, but if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? I mean, we're growing rapidly. I mean, Cody's Cubs Twitter account's over 40,000 people. I mean, we got a community growing here, so join it while you can, and we'll be here for a while. So I don't know why I said while you can. It's not like just do it now. You know, what are you waiting for? Welcome in. I'm Sean Anderson, your host. You follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson alongside me, my partner in degeneracy, Cody Delmendo. You could follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. And Cody, is that a Pins and Aces hat?
It is. It is
Wow.
a Pins and Aces.
Look at that. I could just tell from the quality and the design. So shout out to Pins and Aces and you rocking that hat. We got a big day here on CHGO Bets Daily, continuing to talk about MLB, continuing to talk about the NBA. We're being produced today by the one, the only Law Dog. I don't want you to bark and throw out any stitches or anything.
Oh, what? Stitches?
I don't know. You know, your mouth is sensitive.
Oh, no. Just a deep clean. There's no stitches involved. It's just very, very sore. Everything's fine. Just
he was cut open by a sword. It was crazy. He was telling us all about all the. I mean, they were using medieval tools on his mouth.
Swords.
We got Twins, White Sox, we got Cubs, Nationals, and then we got some NBA playoffs as well. Cody's got a same game parlay for you, but don't worry, DraftKings Sportsbook is gonna not make you sweat it. It's a no sweat same game parlay, so it should be a good time. Cody, let's start with the Cubs. I know they just lost 5-1. I hate to bring it up. I am so sorry. Dansby Swanson wants people to give the video a like, though. How you feeling about today? How's the hit parlay going? I mean, what's the strategy looking at these Cubs games now, about 30 games in?
Well, today the Cubs are going up against a rookie pitcher, make his major league debut. And they got Marcus Stroman going tonight. So actually pretty big favorites. I think on the money line, they're like around minus 190, minus 195. So there's not a lot of value there. But as far as how we should be looking at the Cubs, you know, right now, betting wise, I do think that, you know, it's kind of tough. They've lost 4 or 5. They're not playing well right now. So, but I do think if you were to take them on the run line tonight, it's not a bad bet because they're going up against a bad team that has a rookie pitcher tonight. I don't necessarily. I'm not saying you shouldn't take it, but I won't be taking it for just because they've lost 4 or 5, and I there's not a lot of trust right there. But the value there is probably good. And if you're into that, which I know most people who listen to gambling shows are probably looking for value, it's not a bad bet. So
you're not feeling good about sprinkling maybe Cubs first 5? I mean, you got Stroman, a rookie pitcher. I mean, you don't trust them to take the lead after 5 innings?
Well, their offense hasn't been very good in this road trip. They're one of the best teams in baseball with runners in scoring position, whether it's with 2 outs or with less than 2 outs, but on this road trip, they haven't been very good at it at all. And so again, rookie pitcher, all that, it doesn't, to me, in a way, it doesn't necessarily matter. But they coming off a loss and they're playing a bad team, trying to take a lead in this series, it's not a bad bet either. First 5 is not a bad bet. I don't know what the odds are off the top of my head, but
I got you. Again,
I'm not touching for them to either win the first 5 or anything like that tonight. I can't do it for the sake of my soul. But
first 5 money line is minus 180. So you probably need to take the run line for it to be actually any value for you. Minus a half run at minus 130.
Yeah. So yeah, they're sizable favorites tonight. Now, the one play I do like,
take the under of 4 in the first 5. I mean, Stroman I know has been good. Do you just think they're not going to be able to hit the rookie?
It's not that I don't think that they can hit the rookie. It's that I don't know if they'll get the big hit at the right time. I could see them getting 6 or 7 hits off this guy, but only like 1 or 2 runs. So, like I can honestly see that happening. But yeah. The one play that I do like tonight that has value, Sean, is Cody Bellinger over 1.5 total bases. We did it yesterday. He had a double and a single. So he had 3 total bases yesterday. again, rookie pitcher Cody Bellinger is on pace for a 7 WAR season, continues to hit like 2019 Cody Bellinger. He's healthy. He's playing Gold Glove defense in center field. Everything. No one should be complaining about that guy. So I think he is in line for a nice game tonight. Total bases 1.5 at plus 130. I think is solid value for a player like him, because if you look at Nico Horner, they have him at like minus 105. So nothing against Nico Horner. I think he's awesome and he's great and he's having a great season. But give me the guy who I definitely know who can actually hit the ball over the fence. And I know Horner has 2 home runs this year and he has sneaky power, but I do know that Cody Bellinger could easily hit one over the fence tonight. And so, yeah, give me that total basis prop plus 130 again. We ride it again tonight.
Let's ride. I know you got a hit parlay too.
Yeah. So, before we went live, Law was like, there's not a lot of value in this. And, at plus 192, that's with the 20% profit boost from DraftKings Sportsbook. If you don't use that, it's like plus 150. And, if you got to put more down to make more money, man. I don't know how else to really say it. But Nico Horner is like minus 425 to get a hit tonight. Vegas loves him to do well tonight based off all the props and everything. Dansby Swanson has he had 2 hits last night. He had 3 hits the night before against Mackenzie Gore. I think he's in line to have another good game today.
Well, you think Cody Bellinger is going to get 2 total bases.
Right. And I already said what I said about Cody Bellinger. So yeah, there's a reason that it's only at plus 192 after you use the boost, but I put $10 on it. $10 wins you 19, 20 bucks, something like that. So I'm not, listen, I'm just here to win bets, man.
Absolutely.
I would love to place bets at plus 500 every single day and all of them hit, but that ain't going to happen. So this is the safest hit parlay of the day, I think.
Got to make the layups,
Yeah,
you're allowed, Cody. It's fine.
NBA pros
plus money is plus money, even if it's only plus 192.
Well,
right.
And here's the thing: NBA pros wouldn't be pros if they couldn't make the easy shot. So this is why Cody is a pro bettor. But also, baseball season's in full swing, folks. Whether you're rooting for the home team or betting on your favorite player, DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered for all this season's action. Right now, new customers can place a $5 pregame moneyline bet and get $150 in bonus bets if your team wins. Plus, everyone can hit one out of the park with DraftKings stepped up same game parlays like Cody's plus 192 Cubs hit parlay. You could boost your winnings with each leg you add up to 100%. Here's the thing, though. It's Wednesday. Not only are you getting a no-sweat NBA same game parlay, you're getting a no-sweat MLB bet. So if you do want to put $10 on plus 192 for the Cubs hit parlay, if you want to sprinkle plus 185 on Dylan Cease to get the win tonight for the White Sox, I like that as well. It's no sweat, up to $10. So make sure you're opting in on the DraftKings Sportsbook app and taking advantage of the great promos. Join the big league action now on DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the app and sign up with code CHGO. New customers can bet $5 on any pregame money line and get $150 in bonus bets if their team wins. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with promo code CHGO. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Massachusetts, call 1-800-327-505 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or HOPE-NY 467-369. In Kansas, call 1-800-522-4700. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, 21 plus in most eligible states, but age varies by jurisdiction. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details and specific state responsible gambling resources. Cody, the White Sox have won 2 straight games.
Yeah, I'm not going to bet against the White Sox tonight.
No, you're not.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not touching it. Not with Dylan Cease on the mound. So we will not be going up against each other. But last night's game was a little bit of a sweat. When they went to extras, I was like, okay, maybe, because you know how with that runner on second base, you can have some big innings and extra innings sometimes. But you were basically right there. The Twins offense did nothing yesterday, and neither did the White Sox, and that's why the game was close, and that's why the White Sox were able to cover. So, and also win outright. So good for you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I needed to see something, and they showed me a little bit of something last night, and you got to feel good going into tonight's game, right?
Well, I feel great because Dylan Cease is on the mound. And the issue is, I told Steven yesterday that scoring 3 runs won't win the game against the Twins. It did yesterday, but I don't think it will today. And Dylan Cease has been phenomenal against the Minnesota Twins throughout his entire career. An ERA of 4.83, which isn't great, but last year had an ERA of 0 in a start this year. 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. He's been very successful over the past 2 years against the Twins. The White Sox should win this game. However, the White Sox really can't score runs, and they're going up against a guy named Louis Varland, who is apparently from Minnesota. Sounds like he's from Australia. And shout out to Liam Hendricks, who's actually from Australia. But I think the under 7.5 runs at plus 100 is a pretty safe bet. You saw even it going into extra innings yesterday. It was a 5-run game. 3-2. I don't think either of these offenses will really get going. Louis Varland has done a good job against the White Sox of getting a lot of ground balls. The White Sox need to hit the ball in the air. That's why they're 9-21, whatever. I think under 7.5 is a good play at plus 100, just because I really think this is going to be another pitching duel. That game was almost an hour and like 30 minutes yesterday, and it still went into extra innings. So I'll take under 7.5 on the over under. I do like the Sox to win today, but I don't feel very, very confident in taking that. And then batters, I know you give out your hit props. There's no one I'm loving. I would say pass on any props, just because I'm not sure what will happen. Maybe Jake Berger over a half total bases at minus 125. He just needs to get a single for that to cash. The dude hits the ball hard. I guess that's the one player prop that I do like. Jake Berger over a half total base at minus 125.
What about Dylan C strikeout props?
It's at 7. And the issue with him is he's walked a lot of guys. He really isn't efficient with his pitch count. So it just means he's not going to go likely to the 6th or the 7th. If he goes to the 6th or the 7th, he's absolutely striking out over, I think, the line 7.5. But that 8th and 9th strikeout, whenever you're dealing with 7.5 and 9.5 or 8.5, those are always the toughest to get by, just because, again, the guy needs to go deep for that to happen. Sure, he could strike out the first 6 batters that he sees, but that still isn't even a cash just yet. So I do like, I would lean over, but I just stay away, just because Dylan is consistently walking people. The one specific Dylan prop I like, him to get the win at plus 185, because if the White Sox win, he's likely going 5 innings. I mean, he's going to be able to put himself in line for a win. It's just the White Sox not blowing that lead if he has it once he leaves the game.
Yeah, I mean, that is good value considering he's the one starting at plus 185. But can they actually win the game and not, like, that bullpen not blow it? I wouldn't touch it, because I know how bad that bullpen has been, but not as bad yesterday. So maybe they're finding figuring some things out in there. I don't know. But yeah, 7.5 for their strikeout prop at minus 110. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's going to get to like 6 or 7, then not go over. And you are, I just remember his last start that just did not go well for him at all. But at the same time, I'm thinking, for a pitcher like him, when you have a start like that, that only means he's going to get back to his form in this start.
And he played the Rays back-to-back, so they kind of just had the book on him. They just saw him 5 days before. So I think the Twins having a little bit more of a spaced-out appearance from Dylan, I think that,
the Twins' offense is not nearly as good as the Rays. So
no, and they strike out more. I mean, like, that's the thing, is like they try to sell out for power like the Rays do. They're worse at it. So you could strike them out. I think Dylan's curveball is going to be an important pitch for him today, but I won't bore people. Let's get into the NBA, because our guy Jack R is hanging out with us. He says it's a lock. A lock. This guy saying locks, Cleveland Guardians to win the World Series. A lock that the 76ers and Warriors will be in the NBA Finals. What is Jordan Poole doing? Pulling up from 29 feet with 3 feet to dribble of space.
Who won last night's game? Because I lost my
Lakers.
parlay in the first game, and so I didn't even pay attention to the second game.
Lakers, baby. 117-112. Jordan Poole had the opportunity to put home a 3 with like 12 minutes or 12 seconds left, and I mean, he could have dribbled out the clock. They could have had the last shot, and he could have took a much better shot. I know people are fine with it just because the NBA range has been really defined, but taking a 29-footer as Jordan Poole, and Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, LeBron James, Anthony Davis on the floor. Watch yourself.
Yeah, I gotta agree on that one. Anyway, yeah. So there's only one game tonight. We got the Celtics and 76ers. That's bold of Jack R to say 76ers to the finals. I mean, Embiid didn't play. I will say it was impressive that the 76ers took game 1 against the Celtics. But I think the Celtics bounce back in a big way tonight because they're at home and they need to win this game. They can't go back to Philly down 0-2. So I'm riding the Stars, man. Jaylen Brown, 3+ 3-pointers. He had 3 in the last game. He's been shooting, like I said, the last time we talked about the Celtics and 76ers, he's been lights out from 3-point range, shooting over 50% in the playoffs. He had 23 points in his last game, so give me 20+ points. Then Jason Tatum over 6.5 rebounds, which is there's not a lot of value in that, but he had 11 rebounds in his last game and had gone over 10 rebounds in 4 out of the 6 playoff games, I want to say. And then he had 39 points as well in game 1 against the 76ers. To give me 25 tonight. And the only reason that I didn't go up to 30 is because I do think with the Celtics bouncing back tonight, I think they blow them out and they're not going to need Tatum to put up 39. So, but I do think that he can find a way to give them 25. I think him and Jaylen Brown are really efficient tonight and help them win this game. It's game 2 in Boston. I'm riding the Stars for Boston in this one. Comes out to plus 235. I'm using my bonus bet I got back from my loss last night on this one. $10 wins you 23. So like the hit parlay, not a ton of juice, but hey, you want to make more money, put more money down.
Absolutely. I love the Celtics tonight. I think this is an absolutely back and forth series. I think we'll probably see 7 games.
And we still don't know if Embiid is going to play. So at least I haven't seen anything. So I think think
they afforded the ability to sit him out in game 2.
Yeah, that too.
Try to win game 2. If you don't, then you go tied back home.
Yeah.
With an extra day rest.
Right. So I think the spread is like 7.5 points. Boston's a minus 330 money line favorite. Like Vegas loves Boston tonight. So this is as far as betting the game. I don't like betting the spreads or anything like that in the NBA. It just never works out for me. But I do love the player props. If you do want a little bit of juice, maybe go back to that Jason Tatum rebound prop that I did in game 1.
There you go.
I don't know what the odds are. I would assume it's around plus 100, plus 110 for Jason Tatum to just get 10+ rebounds. He's done it in almost every playoff game. And the way that they're playing, which is very up and down with the type of player he is, I think he can get a lot of boards. So I don't hate that prop as a single play.
Yeah, I love those parlays. I feel good about your hit parlay, especially with the rookie on the bump for the Nationals. I like your NBA lean for sure. I mean, how many legs is that though? 6? 5?
No, it's 4.
Oh, 4? Just
4.
Oh, okay, it's 4.
4 legs.
I just looked a little bigger on the screen.
Yeah.
But yeah, plus 235. Best of luck on that. Hopefully you cash. Hopefully you cash on Cody Bellinger over his total base prop as well. And we're looking for Dylan Cease to get the win tonight against the Minnesota Twins. That's Cody Delmendo. You can follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. I'm Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. We were being produced today by the Law Dog. And again, it is an MLB No Sweat Wednesday. You can get a bonus back up to $10 if your first bet loses on the MLB. And you also get a No Sweat Same Game Parlay or Same Game Parlay X in the NBA and all throughout the NBA playoffs. So make sure you're tailing Cody's plus 235 parlay. And if you lose, hey, it's no sweat and you get a bonus bet back. Again, that's Cody. I'm Sean. This is CHGO Bets Daily, and we'll talk to you when we are millionaires.